Hi everyone, Rory Neary from Data Spinners and Those Dynamics guys. Today I'm going to show you about the shuffle function. I just came across this as I was kind of geeking out looking down the PowerApps functions, what on earth I'm going to show people. And I came across this and it's such a good function if you just like, I don't know, doing games and things like that. So anyway, I think it's good, so I'm going to show you. So, why would we want to even shuffle things? Well, in my case, I wanted to have images set to music, but I thought it would be cool if every time you did the video, the images came around in a different order. So, because actually it's not always that, I just thought it was neat doing it that way. So that is what we're going to do. And we are going to pick up from the work that took place in video 29, which was working with image libraries. So if you haven't looked at that, please do so. So we're going to straight onto the app, which is here. Now what you can see is this is coming out in whichever order. I don't even know what order. There's no order actually set to this. It probably just comes out in date order or something like that, but there is no order at this point in time. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put in a little button. The purpose of the button is to create a collection, which is this, but in a slightly different order. So we pop a little button in there, and I'm going to call it Shuffle, Shuffle and Collect. Okay, because that is what we're going to do. Shuffle and collect, and what it's going to do is on select we're going to do ClearCollect into call shuffled images. We are going to do shuffle, and then we're going to go and get our data source, which is my something or other, my image library. And I think that's probably about it. And then we close the brackets, and that's it. And watch, nothing will happen. And so let's actually just take a look, because we can actually see that in our collections it probably won't exist. Oh, it does exist already, which is quite interesting. But it's got nothing in there. So if we go shuffle and collect, because that's what it does, then guess what? Nothing happens. And that's because I haven't done anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do insert a gallery, and we're going to go vertical, and I'm just going to do this, but I just need to move that across a little bit. And I'm just going to connect up to the shuffled images. There is a good reason for doing it this way. Well, actually, I can't think of any other way to do it anyway. So, and we're going to connect up this to this item dot link to item. So, look, I'm a simple chap. I think this is really good. And this is the whole premise of my kind of music set to images principle. So. And basically that's all it does. I think it's really neat. So the difference between that and using the rand function is the rand will only it's a real, say for example you had numbers 1 to 25 and then you did a rand on that. What would happen is that it would constantly, say for example you wanted to get a list of random numbers between 1 and 25. What would happen is, as you go further and further through, what will end up happening is you will kind of hit numbers you've already picked before. And what this kind of helps you in that direction. You could potentially, using this methodology, be able to create a list of numbers 1 through to 25, which was genuinely random. But that's for another day, I'm afraid. But and the reason for it is that it's shuffling between a selection of items rather than selection numbers. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to look on there, and if I press shuffle and collect, what we'll do is we'll keep finding that it keeps shuffling the images around. I think that's really neat. And what we'll see is I'm just going to jump back onto this Christmas show because that's basically what it does, and just reinforce the idea that it's kind of got some value to it. So if you actually look on this and I press shuffle on this, you can obviously not see what's going on, but under the hood what's actually happening is that if you actually, yeah, I can get to it actually. If you go under the hood and you have a look at what's going on, these are the images. These are my daughter's bits and pieces that she's done. So they come out in that order. And if I jump back and into it and I press shuffle again, which is essentially that, and then go on to there, it comes out in a different order. Wasn't really paying attention, to be honest, but look, it's a different order, believe me. So there you go, shuffle, and that takes us in the direction of points us in the direction of being able to create this kind of Christmas show thing going on, which means that when we click the button, we have things in a different order, and off it pops. Here it comes. This is, oh, I don't know if there's any, oh, here we go. Yeah, don't worry about the rotate bit. That's where in fact what I did was on that I went onto my list, and I went to a list, and then I added a column and I put something on to do with orientation, and that meant I could flip things around. Okay, so that is enough for this session. I hope that's got you thinking about different things you can do, and you know, please get your friends onto this. PowerApps is amazing, so please please like, please subscribe, all those sorts of things, and see you again sometime soon. The next session is let me just see, the next session is going to be on it's linked in with this. It's this idea that we are going to have this collection and then just basically remove items from it, so we're always looking at the top item, and what that gives us is the ability to see just one item at a time. But very badly explained, but anyway, I'll just roll with it. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Bye.